BitQuest.
Hello everybody and welcome back to BitQuest. This is our new co-host, Guybrush. He was meowing incessantly at the door when I was trying to record, so I thought I'd better let him in. Hopefully it won't become a regular thing, because he'll probably rub up on mic a lot. Right, so last episode we started exploring the house a little. We got introduced to our characters and the plot, sort of. I suppose I should go over the plot a little bit. But now we're going to go upstairs and start looking there. And now that I've gone through... Oh, that's new. Now that I've gone through a bit of trivia and all that, I can actually focus on what's going on in the game. So that should make things a little easier. Now, we want this wax fruit here. And we want this paint remover. But stop it. We don't need this paintbrush at all, so we can leave that there. There's Dr. Fred. I don't like how they're blue in this. In the original, they actually had skin color, but they changed it in every other version for some reason. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, not a fan. It just looks silly. It's like an alternate universe Simpsons. What's this vase?
I'd better not. It's obviously a valuable antique.
Why does he care about that? Blood splatters on the wall there. Now, this is why we gave him the tape, because he needs to put it in... Yeah. And there's a record here, but this one's all broken and scratched, so we don't need to use that. Can we use the telly? What's on TV? Hi, all you budding writers, musicians, and game designers. I'm Mark Eater, and my company will publish anything. Just mail it to the address shown below. Don't forget the stamp. So, yeah, he's a publisher. You can actually send stuff to him. So there's a manuscript you find in the house. You can make a demo recording from Sid or Razor and send that off. I think there's a few other things as well. You can send them off to him. But I don't think that's going to be happening in this playthrough. I don't quite remember everything I'm doing. Hopefully I remember most. Because it's been a while since I've played and beaten this. But yeah, this is the game that got me into gaming. So I played it a lot as a kid. I'm just being offensive to French by trying to read that. Now, I don't quite remember which door's which, so we'll save the game. We'll go a new slot, and doors. Alright, so we'll try door number 1. Oh, this one's safe. Okay. Now, there should be a... Oh! Daddy's been acting strangely. Very strangely. I can't read this. Since his secret project in the lab.
Yeah, so?
Well, Mummy, I'm worried about him. He hasn't been at dinner for 5 years.
Yeah, so?
And he's been bringing those bodies down into the basement late at night.
What's your point, Ed? I'm a very busy lady.
Never mind. Poor Ed. We find out later he's our friend. Is that the light switch there? No. Where's the freaking light switch? I can't see anything. It's too dark. And too small. Is that the lamp? No. What's that? Docs R Us diploma? No, I don't think that's gonna give us light. Oh god. It's such a small little window. Examination table. Oh, this is ridiculous. Do I actually need anything in here? Maybe I can just... I can still sort of see... Oh, I see. I have to scroll across. Okay. Use lamp. Much better. Oh, it's even got a nice glow on the wall. Not used to these pretty graphics. There's that manuscript I was talking about. What's on the blackboard? Okay.
It looks like formulas. Describing the structure of a meteor. That's strange.
Yeah, so the meteor is what crashed down 20 years ago in the intro, which I sort of skimmed over talking. And it infected the family and made them all weird and loopy and crazy. And so Dr. Fred is doing crazy experiments on people and kidnapping them. So we got to save Sandy, who's been kidnapped. Let's pick up a skeleton.
I don't think I can pick that up.
Well then. Look at skeleton. Neat. Alright.
It must require a special key.
I'm not sure there actually is a key for that. Actually, this floor should all be safe from memory. This, I think, is the games room? Yeah, cool. Alright, so later on we're going to play some Meteor Mess there. I don't think any of the others do anything. Okay. So now we can't take Bernard further upstairs. Alright, I'm going to leave him in here because I know nobody's going to come in to disturb us. And let's be Michael. Oh, before I leave, I almost forgot. Pull faucet. I can't. Okay, push faucet. I can't move it. Use faucet. There, yes, water. Okay. Use glass jar with crap. Get out of the way, Michael. Glass jar with faucet. God, who knew it was so hard to fill a glass of water? Okay, I'm just going to leave the tap running. It'll be fine. Just overflow the kitchen. They might even clean it up a bit. We went this... Oh, what was over here? Oh, that's right, this room. Okay. Getting all turned around. And... yeah, now we can go upstairs. Now, the reason I'm taking Michael is because Bernard is a little scared of what's coming up here. See? It's Mr. Tentacle. And he won't let us past. You can't pass until you feed me. So we have to feed him. And we're going to give him the wax fruit that Bernard has. God damn it. Alright. No, he was in the medical room, wasn't he? Wasn't he? Yeah, okay, he was right behind me. Cool. So we'll change to Bernard. That didn't change to Bernard. That's weird. Alright. Bernard's F3. Okay, cool. Yeah, I must say it is a lot better to be able to use a mouse for this game, because originally you had to use that old sort of joystick with the one button. And there were a couple of moments where you had to be very quick, and that didn't really work. I keep doing that. It keeps changing when I change the character, so it's hard to know which one's going to be which. Yeah, there were some moments where you had to be quick, so you had to sort of pause the game, get your cursor to the right point, and then unpause it and do the thing you need, and then pause again. But with this, it should just be able to click and go. Alright, so we're going to give the green tentacle some wax fruit. Wow, my favorite. That's what I wanted. Now I'm thirsty and needy. I like the suction noise he makes when he jumps. So we're going to give him a jar of water. Thanks. Alright, now this is the dark room, which we can't use yet. But we could at least use... the light should be over here. Yeah. There we go. It's not really a red light. I guess there's red things. I always wondered what this thing is. In the Commodore 64 version, it looks like a large dead rat or something, but it's meant to be some sort of developing lamp, I think. Not really sure. I'm not a photographer. Alright, so now door number 1 is... Oh, that's right, the radio room. So we want to get this... It's hard to see, but there's a dime on the floor. I don't need that wanted poster yet. Although, actually, I'll do it later. I need to write down some codes, but I haven't got a pad handy. Okay, so it's those two rooms I can't use yet, because that's the bedrooms of the baddies. So I suppose this is more a guide than a let's play, really. But that's fine, we can do that. Pick up surplus body parts. Nope, don't want to. Okay, Playboy Canada. Canada. Playboy calendar. May 1972, and Ted's birthday is circled. Ted. We haven't met Ted yet, but we'll meet him soon. In fact, I think he's just through this. I did not know this opened. What's this? Interesting. Bare essentials for the afterlife. Okay. Oh, there's a pillow as well. That's nice. I can't. Okay. There's a Playboy mummy there. This all makes sense in just a moment. Sarcophagus, the mummy. And here is Ted. Hi, Ted. Ted is, of course, dead. It's dead cousin Ted. And in the way, we have to read this phone number behind here. There is a sponge. Where's the sponge? Maybe it's behind the mirror. Oh, no, it's beside it. I see it now. Okay, so we need to get this sponge. Yoink. And while we're at it, we'll use the Honk-O-Matic TM. Oh, that's a grating noise. I feel stronger now. But one more time. User. I'm used to where all the Commodore commands are. There's like 16 different commands for the Commodore. They've condensed it for this because some of them are very similar. I think one was in fact completely useless. I've had enough. Okay, so now I'm super strong. And now we can go in this last door. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a reference to Little Shop of Horrors. This is like Audrey 2. Feed me, Seymour! It was a terrible impression. I don't do voices well at all. I'm sure everyone has noticed. One big happy family. Oh yeah, I said, I think it was the last episode now, I wanted to play this because it's one of my favorite games that I grew up with and everything. But the other reason is because we were playing Resident Evil. This game is very similar to it. I would say, I don't know for sure, I haven't heard anything about it, but I would say that it took inspiration from this game. Because they both have a evil presence that comes and takes over a family and makes them do evil things in a mansion. So there you go. Okay, what to do next? Oh, okay, now we want to be Dave. That's why we left him here, because we want to get this... Oh, the doorbell. I wonder if that's my package. I don't like how slow the dialogue goes. It's very stunted. But different times. Alright, so first, before we pick up the package, we want to pick up these stamps. If we decide to mail something, I don't remember if I need to. Okay, so now we have the package. So now we can be friends with Ed. Alright, I'll just wait here a moment while he comes to the door. Come on. Come on. Alright, screw it. Okay, so now I can bring Bernard up. Here we go. Oh, he actually comes down? Can't you read the sign? Now get out of here. I've turned him into Mr. Mackey, I think. Oh well. Yeah, when you do that in the Commodore one, I think he just stands in the doorway and says, "Darn kids," or something. I'll get them next time. Cool. So far, most of it's been the same. Oh, and in the intro... Actually, I'll wait out here because he'll come down the hall. In the intro, when they're all standing in the driveway and he calls Bernard a tuna head, it was originally going to be shithead, but they decided to change that. Okay, so... screw it, I've waited long enough. If I have to go to the dungeon, then so be it. In fact, that might be the best thing to do. Alright, so what have I got? Torch, paint remover, manuscript, and Michael. It's just weird. I don't know. It's so different every time. Okay, old batteries. They're kind of they're useful, but we can get better ones. All this food I shouldn't have bothered picking up. And also, this broken bottles of ketchup. When you had your list of items in the Commodore version, it didn't quite fit. So it would say broken bottles of, and then you would have whatever was beneath it. So usually for me, that was cheese. All right, fruit drinks, canned goods, tentacle chow, sponge. Oh, I suppose I can do that now. Yeah, okay, I'll go do that. No one knows what I'm talking about. I can go and use the sponge and get the developer fluid for the darkroom. So Burner could stay there. We'll go back downstairs. And actually, I'm going the wrong way. But okay, next time we'll start off from the storage room in the kitchen here, because I've let this run a little bit long. So I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Bye.